is completely to the left or the right of its arc. Turning the tank, they can easily get around you, especially if you're on a slope or very bad terrain. But anyways, there's 1.1 on hard, which would be like concrete, cement, same thing, wood, that kind of stuff. 1.2 on soft, which is actually really good, which that would be like dirt, sand, gravel, those kind of things, which are a lot of the maps in the game. And then 2 on soft terrain, which is more like swampy areas that you get on Lakeville when you go to the valley instead of the middle and city. Onto the turret part. 20 degrees a second. It's mounted right there at the back. It's a huge gun, by the way. Huge, long gun. Turret's mounted all the way to the back. 390 meter view range and a rotation speed of 20 degrees a second. The radio is 720 meters in its range. Now this is actually where a lot of the stuff on this tank actually comes in good, which the gun is arguably the only good part on this tank, and the speed in a straight line. But its damage can range from 563 up to 938, which is really good. That's taking, if you're averaging at about 750, my average in this tank a lot of the time in certain games, my average would be like 809, 810 or something like that. That's pretty much taking off a quarter to a third, depending on the health points of the enemy, a quarter to a third of their health, which standard shell damage, it says right there in the right 817. With penetration of 209 to 349 on its standard rounds, and it actually has 1200 meters per second on its standard rounds, which is really good for a 150 millimeter gun. Its its heat rounds, same thing damage wise, but it has 251 to 418 pen, but it has a drawback, which is the shell velocity. Whichever heat round has lower shell velocity. It's very rare. Actually, I don't think any heat round in the game has or any tank that fires heat as its premium rounds has a higher velocity than its normal rounds. And then its HE do 713 to 1188 damage. I just hit my mic. With a penetration of 56 to 94, with a splash radius of a fairly healthy 3.57 meters, with 1,000 meters a second. And the crew, you have the driver in the front left, the radio man in the front right. You have the commander, who I'm gonna guess, considering the look of the vehicle, I'm gonna say the commander is probably the one in the far back right, and then the gunner is the one in the far front right of the turret, and then there's 4 crew members, or 1, 2, 3, there's 5 crew members. And you have 2 on the left. There's probably the aimer guy, the gunner, and it actually has 2 loaders. Actually, maybe this tank probably has 2 loaders. Yeah, maybe 2 loaders all the way at the back. The gunner front right, and on the left of the gun is the one who aims the gun, and then you have the driver front left and the radio man front right. And this gun doesn't get a machine gun in the hull, so yeah. And its armor is, you're not going to be bouncing anything unless they hit you right there on those spots at like this kind of an angle right there, and they ricochet off, because everything else is going to be going into your tank. But anyways, that's that for you. Now, I don't know if there's any gameplay that I have of the tank. If there isn't, I will probably continue this until I get more replays. But I'm going to go check. I'm pretty sure that I might have 1 or 2. If not, I'll probably just jump into a battle quickly. Right here. Actually, no, I'll just do that. I'll jump into a quick battle. I'll mute the entire enemy team. Or I'll mute our entire team so you don't have to hear them. And then I'll get into selling the tank and etc, so I can buy my T10 back. But anyways, let's get into a game. Let's see how this thing performs this time. Now on this map, if you get spotted, generally you're going to be focused on by arty, no matter where you go. I don't think there's a place on this map that you can go and completely be safe from arty. As you can see right there on the left, I have my Alpha Winter game things going on. Entire team muted. So I'm going to be doing what I normally do in this tank. Especially on this map. Which I'm going to be, well, let's see the enemy team. Mouse, Super Conqueror, E5, Batchat, Leopard 1, E4. Generally, I would just move up and I would play this corner right here. Or not this corner, but this bush right here. Turret traverse is not that bad, but the whole traverse just kind of kills me. But this gun is the most accurate gun in the game. Like right there, I'd be able to hit a spot on that mountain pretty much dead on where I'm aiming. There's a 1390. Which means their team should not be that far behind. I'm gonna guess there might be a couple that push up over there. Like right here, I'd be able to nail that T10 or that 257, and he would almost certainly take damage. See if I can move around, get a shot on that Tiger 2. Doesn't look like it. There you go, 718 damage. Right there. T10. No, when I say I have the full reload of the gun, this is what I mean. 695. See, I'm already up to pretty much 1.5k. That T10 is being smart, he's not pushing around the corner. That shot could almost certainly get me spotted. Plus it's terrible that I didn't hit the target either. We've lost 2 tanks, they've lost 2 tanks. No, that's the tank that I'm going to be buying back, the T10. Just because I love the way it plays. Who's this heavy coming around? Super Conqueror. There you go, that's a good shot, 786. Considering they're pushing around into these guys here. There's another good shot. If I'm to be perfectly honest, this game isn't actually half bad so far. That shot went high. That shot almost certainly ricocheted, I guarantee it. Yeah, that was a ricochet. It didn't do anything to him. There's 85. As long as that E5 can stay spotted, which he isn't. That mill 2 is gonna be, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, he's gonna, I'm hoping that he forgets that there's 2 TDs on this corner. This E5 is almost certainly gonna spot us. Ricochet off of his side. That's what I mean when I say T10 spotted and taken out. Yo, I have the already muted, I forget. There you go, 53, 55. I want to be able to get at least one more shot out in this game. It's almost guaranteed that the U5 is probably going to be coming up over here. Jag Tiger. Oof. I set him on fire. What the fuck? So this Jag Tiger's pushing up. mouse chin is likely to be right behind him. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, I called it. But it wasn't a bad game. I'll be honest with you. I'm hoping this part of the video saves. As well, because it was a fairly decent game. It was actually one of the better games that I have in the tank, but with just how bad the tank is on my part, I don't like the way the tank plays. So it's hard for me to get into those kind of positions. Even long range like that, when that T10 spotted me, I believe it was Shocky Dad. Hold on, he was the one that the Artie ended up killing. I think it was that guy. Woztek. Yeah, I think it was that guy, Woztek, who ended up spotting me. Almost certainly, if more of the enemy were still alive and that Artie actually would have been playing a little better, he was almost guaranteed that I was gonna be dead faster than I stayed alive. But yeah, that's the review on the Grille. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a good day. Peace out.